is what happened previously
plans.
on Sal's Pathfinder.
There was some.
Please, because I don't want to.
There
And
was
I
a bunch
forgot
of.
to do it
There
in
was
writing this week.
a bunch of meetings. Well, there was one big meeting. And then Pow went to the church and did a diplomacy check and made everybody hype. Akio went to babysit some kids. I forget what Kasumi did.
I went and we discussed our
Talk to the
plans,
ocean.
and then I
Kasumi
went and
became jacked.
yes, I got yoked on ocean juice.
Oh yeah,
And,
that's yeah.
It's
That's
just called water, I think.
no, it's called ocean juice. It's very
Seawater?
different. There's a cool coral throne down there now, where I can overlook the breadth of the ocean and feel very uncomfortable about that, but also reverent.
And then Sada went to Mr. Chateau, Professor Chateau. I forget his honorific.
Professor de Chateau.
Yes. And I gave him my random plan of attaching the cannons to the sky skiffs as an option maybe, and he got pretty excited about that. So we headed back to the castle to go check out our sky skiff so he could check it out, and then the Archon was there with some of his dudes, and he was like, "Oh shit, the Shogun's forces have left that place we were scrying on them, so they're on their way here now." And that's where we left off. Yes.
Indeed, they are. Excuse me.
You are excused.
I mean, it was a rhetorical excuse me.
You're rhetorically excused.
So, the next few days will pass fairly quickly as you make the final preparations for the arrival of your most unfriendly and violent soon-to-be guests.
I like to imagine.
Oh,
sorry.
If you want.
Okay, I was just gonna say, I imagine when the Archon was there, I brought him up. I brought him up to speak with my potential plan. Asked him for the additional sky skiffs if we were gonna pull that plan off. I guess.
The Archon, having already devoted his sky skiffs to the cause, is a little scant at the idea of modifying them, considering that they are ancient artifacts of elven kind that they don't know how to produce anymore.
Yes.
But eventually agrees to do so with 4.
All right. Cool.
And also giving Professor de Chateau access to some of the few people on Amberillion that actually kind of understand how they work and how to manipulate the living stone that forms these elven constructs.
Okay. Very nice.
Very nice.
Right. All right. Sorry to interrupt you, Sal. What were you saying again?
Well, I was going to ask, do any of you have anything specific that you would like to do over the next few days while you await the arrival of the bastard men? Bastards.
Well,
where are we gonna be positioned?
Yeah, that's the plan.
We have
to talk about the. We have to talk to the Mist lady there too, whose name I always forget for some reason.
Sumnuriel.
Sumnuriel, yes.
Yep.
For some reason, I want to go Saranel, but no, that I was like, no, that's not right. That's a god.
Take note.
Yeah.
You'll remember better.
Yes.
Something I would like to do, just so people know, is I'm gonna ask the party to meet me down by the beach.
Okay.
Yep.
You're going to do what?
I'm gonna ask the party to come with me to the beach real quick, just like the beach outside Haba.
Like right now?
We're at the
Yeah, just like right now real
beach.
quick.
Can I bring
Alright.
Pascal?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Pascal. Sounds nice. Yeah.
And we're not doing like a whole beach thing. I'm just like showing you a thing. It's not like
Yes,
we're gonna go to
this is
swim.
the day
Ah.
after essentially all of you have been making. You had the meeting and did your initial. Did the things we did last session.
Yes.
As by the time that everyone has done that, it's actually become quite late, or it would have become quite late. And as I recall, while you were all doing that, Pascal and Tatsu actually spent the day or the afternoon chilling together.
Oh,
Aww.
bros.
2 bros hanging out because they're friends.
Yep.
Yeah, basically. So yes, you arrive at the beach outside of Hayaba, the sandy shore, being lapped by waves. Are you arriving in combat gear or for?
I mean,
I'm
I wasn't planning on
always
doing
combat gear.
any. I don't even think it'd be combat gear. Just not necessarily beach gear. I'm here to demonstrate a thing to people, not
Kyo
Yeah.
misunderstood
fight.
the invitation and is wearing a thong over his armor.
Yeah,
is-
well,
Over
wait a
his
minute.
armor.
Over
Wait
his
a minute.
Interesting.
I do like the image of everyone showing up in little bikinis and Kasumi's just like, oh, no, guys.
No, that's fine. Yeah, like chase your bliss.
No.
I got other work to do after this. I was just doing a thing.
Yeah, no.
Well, I was going to say that, yeah, definitely Pascal would misinterpret it and because of wisdom -1.
Aw.
So unless Paulina intercedes, he would
Yeah.
probably show up in the
On inviting him, I'd say, I don't think it's a beach vacation day. I think she just wants to show us something at the beach.
Yeah.
you can still
Pascal
have
is
a
like
beach day if you
midway
want.
through pulling out the bathing suit that he got
Yeah.
from Bozu,
Yeah.
and just go, oh,
I mean, you could
okay.
you could probably have a beach day if you're not doing anything
I
afterwards.
mean that seems like a bit rude to
Well,
do,
you
given the
could-
circumstances while everyone's trying to.
well, I guess so.
So, hey, real quick, just total aside, Facebook is now recommending me to add Timothy Zahn, the author, as a friend.
Huh?
Oh hell yeah.
Because
I don't know who that is.
he wrote some of the most popular Star Wars books actually ever. Because I don't know. I know
Thrawn?
people.
He did Thrawn, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he did the Thrawn
Oh,
trilogy.
neat. I like Thrawn. I didn't know
Yeah.
who he did it.
Um,
All right.
Anyways, yeah, total aside, I just thought it was funny that he's popping up on my people
Yeah.
you may know thing now. Anyways,
Yes, friend.
That is kind of amusing. Okay.
so are
Alright.
we all at the beach?
Yes, you all
Yes.
eventually you collect the people that you desire to bring with to the beach, including yourself. Do you bring Tatsu?
Yeah.
Okay, and the party and whoever the party chooses to take with.
Hey, South, rule question. Sorry, for the title call thing, how long does it last for? Now
That
we agreed on that.
is a good question. It lasts for an hour.
Okay.
Or until you fix it.
Yeah. Okay.
You can do it again to reverse it, and then it'll just return to its normal tide schedule.
Okay. So, you might be wondering why I asked you here today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
You gonna finally kill us?
no,
What?
I gave up on the coup plans.
What?
I'm
What?
kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh,
Oh, you guys didn't know about the
It's-
coup plan?
It's a joke.
I was in on it.
Yeah, I thought I
Wait.
was in on it.
We
It's the
succeeded. We
perfect
did
crime.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Oh
perfect
yeah, of course. Parthas nodding. Mhm.
crime. So
Okay.
once the boats land, we want to keep them there because we kind of defeat the purpose if they just turned around and rowed the other way.
Yeah, ducked.
Um, I think I might have a solution for that at least long enough for us to do the damage that we need to do.
Huh?
And so Kasumi kind of takes a few steps into the water, just like enough to where it's like up to her ankles, and then she goes into a stance, just like a ready for action stance, and then outstretches both of her arms towards the water and focuses for a moment. And I spend 4 points of burn, which I believe pushes I can push or pull the tide up to 1 mile at 4 points of burn.
Holy shit.
Yep.
So it's essentially, as I'm standing there, the water starts to recede. And it's like it almost looks like, as what water does when a wave goes in and then pulls back. But then it keeps going.
hmm And you can see that this is clearly unnatural because it's basically creating a dent in the shoreline, a half a mile away either side, very visible. You can see that the water is clearly at its normal tide line, and just at a certain point, it just starts flowing the other way. And at the points that it does so, it actually becomes somewhat violent. Water tossing and splashing as it is manipulated unnaturally.
Hal walks out into the
Jeez.
now revealed place where the water once be and just turns to Kasumi and goes, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's like
close
some
it
fun
while she's in
spelling
there.
music and stuff. Which, by the way, Sal, I can't help but notice it's quiet.
Oh wow, so
Yeah,
demanding.
sometimes it's quiet. Yeah.
No, you don't need any music for this thing in particular, but I was just gently chiding Sal because he forgot rhythm last week too.
She's a sea witch now.
I mean, I've been a sea witch. Are you drunk? It's like 9 a.m.
When is
I'm
Akio not drunk?
I'm powered by alcohol.
He literally has a coat.
Oh,
Mm.
doing this would actually like immediately put me into elemental overflow. So as I do it, like water wings sprout on my back.
Ah,
Yeah. You also notice that like Kasumi is like a little visibly like it's not a dramatic change, but as people that know her for so long, she's visibly a little bit more solid than she was yesterday.
Nice.
She's still only strength 11, so she's not like beefy.
She's a little more toned.
go talk
Yeah.
to the ocean.
So I swam out to the edge, like like where where we think they're gonna land, and I went out to where like the ground drops off, and it was just ocean, which
A shelf.
yeah,
Cool.
and I sat there for a little bit, and the ocean talked to me.
That's
Like,
fantastic.
I mean, they're not like with words, but it's a thing. It has its own kind of will, and in that moment, it saw fit to it saw me, I guess, as worthy in that moment, and it gave me this,
Nice.
and this will last for long enough.
I think it
to-
gave you more than that. You look strong, dude.
You look jacked.
I mean, I feel stronger, but I don't know.
I think the ocean's good for you.
It was definitely an
Have you
experience.
tried drinking in the ocean?
Don't do that.
from a different dimension.
Oh, hell yeah, robots from
Oh, we have a
another
new
dimension.
party
Right.
member.
Sorry,
Awesome.
Damien's walking around.
A
No,
new
that's
party
fine.
member. It's
Damien.
a robot.
Yeah,
What
a
are you
robot, an Iteron appears from.
Oh,
He can't.
shit. From
he
another
can't
dimension,
hear you.
though.
Yeah, it says, "Come with me if you want to live."
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
shit. It's Arnold. It's just
There is
Arnold.
nothing to apologize for.
Yeah, he's actually very interested in playing D&D. We got like the 5e essentials kit
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
when we
That'll
might
be
do that.
fun.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Did someone FUD here?
Yes.
I just heard it very nice.
Quiet.
Oh.
Very
I'm hunting
nice.
rabbits. Anyway,
I'm hunting shoguns.
I was like drinking water when I said that. Shut up.
okay.
So Akio, I'm not going to be with everybody at the start.
Yeah, of course. This probably looks like it needs preparation, but wow.
I'm going to wait under the water under them as they sail through. And once their fleet has engaged, I'm going to pull the tide away, and they'll be stuck.
Nice.
Yep. And then they'll be on the ship with us with our
What?
weapons basically point. Oh, but then the
So-
threat of water, they'll. Wow.
Will they be between you and us by that point then? How will you get back? Are you just gonna, do you have to hold it?
I don't have to hold it, and
Okay.
I do kind of like after a moment I put my hands down because I realize I'm still holding them up. But I'll have to find a way back to you guys, and that's a part that I haven't really figured out just yet.
Apologies. You said you're gonna be waiting under them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can breathe underwater.
But that's not the problem.
She's
I'm
gonna wait
thinking
for them to pass by, then do it.
of.
She's not gonna drop them on her own.
Yeah.
That's not the problem I'm thinking of. Is your body able to withstand? Is your body going to be able to withhold the pressure of
Of
just
water?
being under it?
She already did.
Yeah.
She just told us.
I'm just making.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just making sure.
No,
I'm-
I appreciate the concern. But I can. If there's a limit to how deep I can go, I don't really know it yet. I was able to be down at the bottom of the Bay of Aven with no problems. That's while it's no like tidal shelf, it's still pretty deep.
Akio hears this and he's just like blown away. Like, 1 second. Could you? He picks up a rock and just like gives it to you. Could you just try squishing that?
I mean, yeah, it's not going to be anything impressive. Oh wait, no, I don't do this. And instead of like using my hands, I make like 2 little orbs of water in my hands, and then I cause the pressure to increase in that water.
Make a Constitution check. You're trying to crush a rock. This isn't, and like a small rock, so it's not like a lot of surface area to compress. So this is not a easy thing to do.
Oh yeah.
It's just that he's blown away by what she said, and it's like, oh, of course she looks muscular, because her body needs to be toned
Alright,
to do what she's doing.
Press the roll button, but it didn't go. Here, oh, there it goes. 18.
Yeah, the rock doesn't crush, but
But does it crack?
after compressing it for a while, because I mean you're also not like giving yourself a hernia doing this, so
No, I'm not
like
like forcing it.
But after some, pretty intense concentration, you actually do hear a audible crunch in it, and you do see a little crack form.
Unbelievable. Okay. Yeah, that's... Damn, Kasumi.
At risk of sounding conceited, I am the voice of the ocean.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
And so, yeah, oh, hang on. And I do spend the burn to pull the water back because I don't think even if I know it's gonna come back in an hour, but it would probably come back a little violently if I just let it go. So yeah, I pull the tide back to where it's supposed to be.
Okay, the tide returns.
I look more winded now.
Yes, no, that was not entirely an easy task, but yes, the tide is now normalized, and Kasumi is clearly growing in her power.
Wow.
I'm the mistress of the elements.
Okay. Dial it back.
My my connection to the very ground of
Oh, boy.
Locust grows with every day.
All right. Now
Yeah,
then,
that a little bit of conceitedness, but come on.
we need to go talk to Somnuriel.
I think it's a hard C. Is it a hard C?
Canarial. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. But yes, we need to talk to Canarial. Also, I wonder if the Archon cast like a magic like fly spell on me. It was really cool.
Yeah, he did that to me too.
It's sick,
Yeah,
honestly.
that's very good.
I'm wondering if he could put that into a scroll and then I could just like, activate it on myself to get out.
Mm.
You could ask him.
Yeah.
I will. I'll go see him after we talk to Canarial. Or well, yeah.
What
And,
about the where's the kids now?
Oh, they're back at the castle.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Yeah, Akia, what had that went okay?
Okay.
Yes.
I felt like that was a loaded yes.
They ate very well, and they might have a stomachache, but they're safe.
Oh, you bought them dinner?
How bought them dinner?
Yeah, I gave them. I gave them a
5,000
little allowance.
times. Yeah. She bought them 5,000 dinners.
I'm sorry. What?
What?
I don't know what he's talking. I gave them a little bit of spending money because they've been cooped up and they're gonna get cooped up again because it's wartime and they're they get like a nice day or two to sort of have fun and I gave them a bit of spending money.
Yeah.
How
Make
much
up for
spending
all of
money
the
did
hard
you give
times.
them?
I don't know, like 100 gold
I
or silver.
You gave a bunch of very repressed teenagers 100 silver and then just kind of let them loose on the town?
Well, they hadn't
No.
been really to town before, so a little bit of
Oh, yeah.
souvenirs, some dinners, some snacks,
Oh my
some
God.
candy or whatever. Kids
Oh my
do.
God. I could assume it's like putting her face in her palm.
It seems like the right thing to do to kind of make up for.
They've
They've had a hard time.
What if one of them bought like a random potion?
It sounds fun.
Just like, I mean, hey, you do that all the time.
Yeah, like, wait, you have a problem with random potions all of a sudden?
It's a do as I say, not as I do kind of moment, okay?
Uh,
I want them to be better.
Which one of my characters did drugs with
Akio
Suru?
did.
Okay, Akio kind of just like, huh? Yeah, good thing that didn't happen. Man, that was a trip.
All right, I will be right back.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, Akio is like, oh yeah, that's great. We got us key up. What is it? We got us a trump card up our sleeves. I think that's the idiom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They had
Well,
a
we're-
great time
yay.
until it wasn't totally a great time.
We should take them with us to the. I guess once Jake's back, we'll say that. But I think the intention was to take them to the monastery. Yeah.
That or the palace.
Yeah.
I think that was
know.
a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope, that's wrong. Okay. Whilst we wait for Jake, is there anything we would like to do that you would like to do still in the city?
Hmm.
I can't think of anything at the moment.
I want to go
let
to
me think.
Little Aristus's saltwater taffy or whatever, and I want to get some snacks.
Oh yeah, I tell you about like the shops that I was looking for that they went
I'm
to.
gonna check those out. I haven't really. Huh.
Yeah,
Sounds great. Yeah. Gotta do some sightseeing, you know?
I'm gonna.
Maybe not right now, but for the future, do some sightseeing.
I guess Akio sobers up and starts making. Akio sobers up just a tiny bit, with a coffee and some gin.
Mm.
Um,
Coffee and gin?
I don't
Jesus
know what
Christ.
listen. I don't know what you're
Listen.
supposed. I
To
listen.
be
I'll
fair,
Aki.
I was just visiting my folks, and we did actually have gin and coffee, but not at the same time.
see, that's where I got the idea when I was
Yeah.
watching you from outside your window.
Damn it!
Knew
I'm a
was
hypocrite. Shit.
secretly your dad.
Oh my God! What?
Go to your room, Rita.
No.
I heard everything that you've been doing in
I
this
don't live there
erotic
anymore.
RP.
You can't
What?
make me go to my room if I don't live there.
Go to your room, Rita.
Ah.
Somebody roll a critical.
Oh my God.
I'm a father. I know how dice works. All right.
What?
Definitely not.
That's
Is-
the definition of being a
even-
father. You know how dice work.
All right. Okay. Akio sobers up. Starts like I assume that a logical thing for me to do is to get as much geographic information as I can. So I don't know if we have a map maker in town. I assume I would have to roll perception for that, but
I think that'd be diplomacy.
It would diplomacy for gathered information. But you don't actually have to. It's that there are places you can get maps of the local area in Hayaba.
Good old map making. Mate. I was trying to think of a good.
You gonna build on that? No.
No.
Okay.
I was trying to think of a good Japanese name to use, but I couldn't think of one.
Okay, that's fine.
well, either way, he's going to go to map makers and get a map of the islands and try to figure out by looking at it like any particular like here's where why can't I remember what it's called? Sandbar? Anything that would act as an intrusion that would make it a bit difficult for the enemy, I guess. Like, just anything that stands out.
Well, no, there aren't really sandbars. Well, I mean, there are, but like you don't see anything recorded that would impact a large number of ships landing on the shores north of Katsune.
I see.
There and nothing that excuse me again. That's some the minimal preliminary scouting of a incoming fleet would be expected to do. You would expect that they would just that they'll have no issues really landing once they actually choose to do so.
All right. Just want to make sure. Any little piece of information is good to have, even if it means no information. All right. Well, that's what I do.
Okay.
Outside of that, I guess I could, I don't know.
You do pick out that there are some local villages in the area, like really tiny settlements. Recall that even each unsettled Hex in your kingdom does provide a small amount of manpower due to like really like small scale villages and things. So in the vicinity of where you're looking, yeah, occasionally you do pick, oh, okay, there's this place and this unnamed village and this guy's farm. And as you look through it, you realize, like, oh yeah, I've passed through that road running alongside the coast a number of times, and there's all manner of people living there outside between Hayatetsu and Kasune. I mean, it's all farmland. There are any number of like little tiny thorps and hamlets and independent little homesteads, cottage industries, just the general things that you'll find along a major road that are potentially at risk should like this attack fall anywhere that would land near them.
Huh. I should probably send out men? Scry messages? I'm not sure. I guess I should tell Sada about this.
Send men! I'm
Well,
sorry. It's just...
messengers.
Ah, okay. The manliest men in Hayaba, go forth. And...
Fabio?
Yes, so what would you like to just... What are you doing? Are you just warning them or ordering them to evacuate?
I'm ordering them to... do we have still room in the capital to house? I guess in this case they would be... Would this
Short
be a
term,
matter of
yes.
short-term refugees?
You have room in the capital to house refugees, or in closer places, Hayatetsu and Katsune both could accept them quite easily.
Well, then that's what I do.
Okay.
Come to the capital.
People go.
I should probably... There is... I guess I should... Do I just word this like, hey, there's an invasion come over here, and you might die, so you need to come to the capital. Well, it might not happen. They might not reach you, but your time will be valuably compensated for. And we're doing all... No. How would I word this so that I don't create panic? Because that's probably the problem. Can't just have it like, knock knock, farmer on hex 810. Yeah, you need to come to the capital. There might be an invasionary force, and they're gonna come to annihilate the new government. And you're in the way. Can't say it like that. So how do
Evacuate
I...
to the nearest major settlement for safety.
Yeah, but I guess it's somewhat akin to that. I feel like I just don't want to create like unnecessary panic once they arrive in the cities, and they're like, chaos. I don't know if that... Am I overthinking this? Yes, I am. Akio just realizing like, oh, I've never had to like talk to civilians like this before. Usually I'm the reason why they're like terrified as a mercenary.
As you're racking your brain over this in whatever office of the castle you've sort of taken over as your own, you hear a knock on your door, and you see the leader, the inestimable leader of the Company of the Hat, Enrico Poloni, looking at you, not wearing his hat at the moment as he is indoors, and that would be rude, but he is holding it at his side. He's gone bald, you notice. Perhaps due to wearing the hat so much. He's just got a ring of hair around his head. But he looks in and he goes, "You're looking like you're thinking a lot harder than you normally do."
Yeah, when it comes to fighting, kind of comes, it's whatever. It's fighting. It's what I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got drinking, and you got all kinds of manners, but making sure to take a group of people that can't fight and just making sure that they don't panic. I'm a little bit out of my element. I'm so used to, intimidating people, not making sure that they don't panic. It's a weird little skill that I realize I don't got.
Mm. So, what? You're trying to. Who are you worried about panicking?
Well, looking at the map, there's a bunch of villages and farms that I'm going to have to send messengers out, but I don't, and I'm gonna have them get to the nearest major settlement if they can. I'm just
Mhm.
not really. But then it occurs to me, like, how do I tell them, hey, there's a potential invasion coming, and you're in the way of the capital, so you might get, sacked. I don't want to needlessly put a sense of panic, but I also need to make sure, they move with the alertness that is
Then you
expected
tell
here.
them what's coming. Scare the shit out of them. Get them out of their house. You want to keep them. You want to keep them from getting killed. If they don't think that what is about to happen is going to actually kill them and their family, they're not going to move. People are very hard to convince unless it's immediately deleterious. You want me to move them?
If it comes to intimidation, that's something I'm really good at. All right. Well then, Akio, I'm gonna roll a intimidation for this. Akio begins to send out like messengers with his matter of where's my there it is intimidation, and makes sure to prioritize that if they do not move, there is a potential chance of them dying a horrific death. And
Don't
warns them
write
of
potential. Enrico's like looking over your shoulder and don't say potential. Don't say potential. You will die. That's don't leave
you.
it up to chance.
Yeah, you will
People
die.
think that there might be a chance. They'll go. There's a chance that they might go. Okay, I'll take my chances. No, you will die if you stay there, and
Okay.
you're probably not lying. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, then you're on. They're on. If you are on site of the capital
Okay,
and their
Akio.
forces, what's up?
Uh,
You will die.
This letter is distributed to the villages along the coast between Katsune and Hayatetsu. Some peasants can read, so it is read to them. And the end result that with a 42 for your intimidate, by the time the battle is ready, by the time of the battle, no one is in those 3 hexes
Good.
besides your army. And several of the hexes around them have evacuated as well.
Nice.
There are now a large number of refugees in Hayatetsu, Katsune, Mizuna, and Shiratu, and Hayaba, being put up and having to occasionally like pitch a tent somewhere in the city. But right now things are sort of like the local authorities are keeping a lid on any disturbances, and people are like generally going, "Wow, glad that the daimyo chose or their like mercenary friend guy who's actually kind of scary chose to alert us to this incoming thing, and instead of just leaving us there to get murdered."
Yeah.
Okay. What else would people like to do?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. I just want to know where I'm gonna be, and where Sada's gonna be. What is the plan? Are we?
I mean, we need to go talk to
are we
Camuriel
leading?
there and figure
That's
out.
true.
Because
That's true, but
that's a part of like how we might be routing them. We have to figure out if she can do it though, because we don't know the full extent of her power.
But she's just gonna be. I mean, the plan with her currently is we want her to create a
Yeah.
fog bank to
So they can route them.
route them, but also maybe hide some of our fleet,
Yeah.
and then
In
can
this
start
general
attack.
vicinity.
So, but what will what are we gonna be doing?
Hmm.
Do you plan to fight? Are you gonna lead from the back and like yell encouragements, or are you a maniac and you want to get right in it?
Well, clearly we need to be the elite squad that goes to kill the general. Duh.
Okay.
Is
all
Batfire
right.
there?
Good.
Is
Yes.
Batfire within pres?
I'm
Soda,
joking.
yeah. The rest of us, we can fight on the front lines. You are obviously indispensable. Akio will probably have to lead some of the forces. Kasumi, Pao, even Mai. I will. Batbear kind of just stares, thinking about like the decision he has to make between killing Collecting Heads and Garden Sada. For the very first time, he has arrived at a crossroads he's never had to think about between his two biggest passions: killing and protecting Sada. I'm usually always able to do both. I will protect Sada.
That makes sense.
What? Yeah. This was a moral decision I had to make. It was very hard. It was like Mass Effect.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm talking out of character now. But yeah. Yeah. Does that
Okay.
sound agreeable with you, Sada?
Sure.
I know there's not gonna be any of the, oh, I turned around and you're gone to go fight on the front lines, will
Mhm.
there?
I mean, it depends.
Oh boy. See, that's the thing. Cause like
Who knows what
that
will
happens.
happen?
If that happens, you need someone by your side. And that's like our job, right? Like the
At
two of us
least-
in particular, like bodyguard first.
At least make sure that I'm with you at all times if you're going to do something. Okay?
All right.
Alright.
So I can disappear very easily. So
Yes.
don't worry. If things gets dicey, I can disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just remember, you're their priority. I don't know if they know what you look like,
Probably.
but obviously if they do,
I'm
then
pretty sure
all their
we
forces.
Sal's, we met one of them before, didn't we?
The general knows you by sight, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Just remember, you are the high. You will be prioritized. I don't imagine that they will have all their immediate forces simply be tackling. I don't really obviously know tactics. Akio would probably know better, but they would have smaller squads that will not be participating in the fight if they land on shore, whose main goal is to get to you, assassins. Seems like the most obvious thing, but it needs to be pointed out. So we might need to move you. Might not be the best of things to have you in the most obvious spot, but we'll. But when it, I don't know. I don't know. I'll be able to take them as long as they're not a ninja. Ninjas are good at getting bad by our. No, I can kill a ninja. No one's talking.
All right. So,
Yes. I think Jake's back now. Yeah.
yes, with that, you
Oh yeah. So
travel.
are we taking the kids with us to the monastery?
That would be up
Nah.
to Kasumi. No?
Yes.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. So, with that, you travel north with the sky skiff and find yourself in the monastery in a quite short amount of time. You land, find it a peaceful and serene location, far removed from the stress that you are currently all experiencing. Camnorial is pretty easy to find. There are 4 little shrines that are sort of each been established for each element, and the air one is actually, yeah, it takes a little bit to get up to, considering that you have to go up a switchback staircase that ascends up one of the cliff sides. It's a little bit precarious, but you do manage to make it up there to find Chemnariel meditating in her shrine, floating upon a zephyr of wind, and overall looking very ethereal, her long white hair floating in the breeze around her as if she were submerged. She opens her eyes as you approach her and greets you. Hello. It's unusual that I get so many visitors at once.
Hey, long time no see.
Yes, it's good to have you all back at the monastery.
Um,
So have you heard
sorry,
the
go ahead.
news?
What news?
We are preparing for war.
I thought that's what you've been doing.
I mean, in a more direct sense, they will
Yes.
be here in a couple days.
Yeah, they're coming.
Oh,
Assault, I guess.
in a very real and immediate sense, you mean?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, all right. I can have the monastery prepared to defend itself. Though hopefully you will be able to defeat this invasion before it reaches here.
We
Do you
came
think
to.
they'll be coming here, or
I mean, I'm not sure, but we came to ask for your help, actually.
I'll let Sada explain this.
Yeah. Which I'm not sure the full extent of it, but we were wondering if you could do that same thing you did on the mountains in Hongo to help us out. To potentially reroute their ships.
I see? Where would you wish me to do this? How large of a fog bank are you looking for? Because what I did in Hongo drained me every day to my limit.
I'm trying to think how. Because it would be off the coast of Hayatetsu. I'm trying to think how big would we need it to be.
If you were to divide the map into hexes, how I
Yes.
would think that I could create a fog bank about of an area about one hex in addition to the one that I'm in.
Wow.
Okay.
So in a one hex radius.
Okay. So you could create one on. So you could create mist surrounding, and then create mist another 8 miles off yourself or so.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, say directly off the coast of Hayatetsu, off into the ocean a bit, like 8
Yes, for
miles into
about
the
10
ocean.
miles.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because that'd probably be the best way. We're hoping. We're guessing that they're probably gonna head up the coast and probably try to take over somewhere on the west coast of the island. So we're hoping to route them into the farmlands there and then fight them there.
Well, then I could be in Hayatetsu and create a mist barrier here. And if they're looking to land, then they'd be best served to land here or here.
I can't see where you're pinging cells if you're pinging somewhere.
Possibly because I'm on the GM info overlay.
Ah.
No.
So yes, I could create a mist barrier here,
Okay.
which would suggest that they would try to land here or here.
All right. That would work. If you're able to,
Yes,
you're able to do
of course,
it.
I am absolutely willing to do this.
Thank you.
Whatever you need from me.
Thank you. I appreciate it. They should be safe here. I don't suspect anybody would show up here, but you know.
If you are defeating them on the shore, I don't think they'd be able to reach here. It's many miles of jungle and forest and mountain before them, and Shirado's in the way. I think, yes, everyone here will be safe.
Well,
So-
yeah. I mean, you should probably come with us now so we can make the preparations appropriately.
Understood. I will get my things. And with that, Captain Ariel very quickly readies herself and sails back with you to Hayaba.
All right. How's everybody at the monastery doing while we're here? Check in.
Well, the monastery appears to be doing its normal monastery things,
You know, our elfish friend there, the bookkeeper. I can't remember her name right now. Renato.
Valine
Valine.
is keeping tabs, getting herself situated in a room in the monastery's main building, and developing it into her displaced archive, and trying to record some new things to put into it based on the development of the monastery here, learning more about these kinetic direct interactions with the elements. Otherwise, the small population of people here appear to be learning, and with Camnorial, a few people have actually discovered their aerokineticism.
Nice.
So yeah, at this point, each element essentially has a few students to it.
Oh yeah.
You don't exactly have a proper Earth instructor yet.
Is there a
or
chocolate
anyone-
kineticist?
No.
If only.
But yeah, you suspect that should everything go well, this monastery could really consolidate what it means to be a kineticist on Logos, at least in this area of the world.
Yeah.
Flying back to Hayaba, you find your way there. Speaking of elements, someone is watching
A perfect
the
fit.
last
Hell yeah.
Airbender.
Sorry.
The rules.
Let me mute myself.
Do not apologize. It is not obtrusive at all.
Damn, the Nuva even posted an Avatar GIF earlier.
Yep, it's Avatar Day.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, and yeah, so when you get back, as you continue your preparations, the Archon does contact you and note that in his observations, both from scrying and the sky skiffs that have gone south to sort of shadow the incoming fleet, he notes to you that a few more ships have joined it. Specifically, ships from Ryoko as it was passing that archipelago. Which it's not hard to imagine what those are. The Ryoko is famous as a meeting ground, a sort of refuge and place to be safe for both pirates, mercenaries, various less savory Ronin, who often, all three types, sell their services to local lords and or generals. So he suggests that about 8 more ships have joined the fleet. So the days continue.
Yes. I guess I suppose like this time we should be moving the armies and stuff and moving ourselves.
Indeed.
Yeah.
The Archon is also notes to you that he is a diviner by practice.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and I have been casting my auguries to see if our current plan of action is most likely to result in success. And so far, I have been comforted by what I've seen,
That's
though
good.
our future is clouded and uncertain.
Mm.
I suspect that you will find the army landing where you have expected it to,
All right.
but the total outcome of the battle remains uncertain.
Hmm. Well, hey, at least it's uncertain and not against us.
Yes, you're not
Yeah.
doomed,
Yes.
but this may not be easy.
Mm.
I would note, though, that in my glimpses into the future, I have seen repeatedly a small village to the south of where the battle may happen, north of Katsune.
Hmm.
And I have seen a troop of irregular looking samurai, not entirely regular uniform, sporting various armaments and armors, marching southward through it and approaching Katsune. And in some visions, I have seen Katsune burn by these warriors.
Hmm.
What?
What I would think is that during the battle, some elements of the invading army may march southward in an attempt to distract us, to split our forces. And should they not be responded to, they will destroy Katsune and potentially unleash all manner of havoc in the plains east and south.
All right. Maybe we should have some troops at Katsune then.
I fear that all your troops may be required
Mm.
in the battle.
All right. We'll
have-
figure something out.
The village that I see appears consistently in my AI. And as my third eye views it, it seems strategically positioned in a valley. Stony hills surround it, difficult to traverse, whilst the road that leads to Katsune runs directly past. The village is fairly difficult to approach from multiple angles. A small force of perhaps elite soldiers could potentially hold it. And should that cause more troops to be diverted to address this resistance, it could affect the battle, in the main battle, in our favor. The choice is yours.
Where
Side
is
of
this?
Ryodo.
Where is this village?
I told you, it's north of Katsune,
Yes.
south of where we expect the battle.
All right. So maybe having a small force
Yeah,
there
I would
would
say
be
it's about here-ish. Here, yes, here,
all right.
about here, ish.
If you're pointing at the Sarugu map, we're on the.
Yes, well, I forgot, but here, around
Okay.
here-ish.
Okay, cool.
The choice is yours, Sada Ryodo, but I would ask you to heed my warning.
I think I will.
Is there anything you would like to ask of me in preparation for the battle?
Are any of us present talking to this guy?
If the Archon is meeting with you, I'd suspect that if you wanted to be in the conversation, you would be accompanying Sada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Can I ask him to repeat what he said? Except something about that voice made every fact slip away from my brain. That there's a secondary force
when
coming
the forces of the Shogunate land, I have
Yeah.
foreseen a unit of them, of irregular type Ronin, I would suspect, to leave the battlefield and travel southward towards Katsune to threaten the village, the town, and try to distract our forces in Maine. And I have foreseen that all of your regular soldiers shall be required in the true battle to come.
Okay.
These
That's
forces,
the part that I was unsure about.
if these forces are unchallenged, Katsune will burn, and these Ronin shall be allowed to travel unhindered across the plains to the east. But they may be stopped in a strategic village along the road.
But we can't spare any of our forces, is what you're
By
saying.
us, maybe?
But oh boy.
I will not tell you who. I cannot foresee who will be defending that village. Their faces. I have seen battle in that village, however, but their faces obscured.
Do you really need to see our faces to be able to tell who
Their
we are? I mean,
Their
okay.
forms are obscured, like
hidden.
mist.
Alright, okay. Well, that's
Who's the
something.
divine here, honestly?
No, it's true. I don't know how it works, yeah.
I leave you with this knowledge and the trust that you will address these concerns.
Don't know
Well.
how to. Oh, okay.
And with that, he sort of floats out of the room.
All right. So yeah, I guess.
Right. Regarding your question from earlier that
Yes.
I know about, regarding the scroll of
Go ahead.
overland flight. Yes, I could produce one for you. But if you cannot cast arcane spells, it would be as useless to you as a piece of paper.
I can only do.
I'm not sure what's
Can
Kasumi's
I?
use magic
How does
device
that
at?
work?
Because this is for Kasumi, right?
Yeah, but it's if I can't cast arcane spells, which I can't.
Yeah, this isn't a wand that you can just like go doing. It's a scroll means you're reading the magical stuff and doing the motions.
It's unfortunate because I have a +20 in use magic device.
Wow. What for? Kidding.
Wands.
Yeah. My magic isn't arcane, it's holy or some shit. How does that work?
Divine.
Divine, yeah, okay.
So you could
Well.
cast divine spells prepared on a scroll.
Yeah, okay.
If you're trying to cast something that's above the level that you were trying
Yeah.
you're prepared at, it could like backfire.
Oh,
But
great.
but even still, the Archon is obviously an arcane caster.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
So that unfortunately doesn't work. And with that, the Archon floats out of the room.
Bye.
There he goes.
Goodbye.
Alright. So yes, I suppose it's time we get everybody moved out and get everything prepared, right? Over these next few days we have left.
So are we gonna be the ones? Or how many did he seem like he saw of those strange samurais?
He doesn't know.
Wow, that's
Of
man.
the samurai, the Ronin that are marching
Yeah.
to threaten substantial numbers.
Oh no.
But varying. I'll just tell you in normal standard voce. You can he could tell that if they were resisted, more would be attracted or dispatched to overcome the resistance. So basically, depending on how well the fight goes at the village, the fight at the actual battlefield could be assisted by dragging more units of Ronin off towards the attempted distraction at Kitsune as it turns into more and more of a quagmire for the assaulting units.
But who? Maybe we'll discover the answer.
I don't know about that.
It's an answer you will have to decide on yourselves, and now might be the good time to do it. If you want to defend the village at all, but consequences could be dire if you choose not to.
Yes.
Yeah.
As the
We should
Archon
maybe
mentioned.
send word to
Wait.
evacuate.
What about-
said village, right?
The village has already been evacuated thanks to Akio.
Oh, that
actually.
is the same.
Yes.
Okay.
What about the Longhorn Lancers?
They
Or the
are
Longthorn?
more
Not the Longhorn.
Longthorn Lancers.
Yeehaw.
That would be 50 men that you could assign to the village, yes.
Yes.
The Archon seemed to imply that your military units would be better suited to the actual battle itself. And the Longthorn Lancers are, Lancers. They're heavy Ardanian
Yes.
cavalry. They're meant for they're line breakers.
Yeah.
Shock cavalry that you probably want to use in their actual
Yes, that's true.
preferred role.
Yeah. Because he said all our regular soldiers, right? But did he say? I'm not sure. I'm just thinking. Yeah.
He said your regular soldiers.
Yeah.
He said a small group could potentially distract many being dispatched to
Yes.
the.
Maybe in a twist, it's the goblins. Probably not.
Well, he's saying a small group can handle a large incoming group.
Yeah.
Who
Who do we
has
got?
that capacity besides us? Or do we have what tools can we
We got
use?
the
Maybe
sun
the
owls.
guns. Maybe the guns?
Guns are currently being mounted on
All of them?
sky skips. Yes, there's only 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We don't have that many.
God.
Maybe we got the sun owls. We got the mercenaries.
I mean, if it's a ground fleet of some dudes, they would not expect a gun, right?
Just
That'd be a lot.
one guy with a gun.
I don't.
I'd be surprised.
Sorry,
No, I know it's not a good idea.
Yes, it's Chazari.
Oh shit! Get Shazari on the phone.
He did look at a cool ass like standoff in one house as I swarm him, and he kills them all. Somehow.
One bullet at a time.
Yep.
Bang. Okay, hold on. Reload. And again, the Sun Elves, the mages, those are what
Yeah,
the
those are-
Archon were considering military units.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I think he was more implying that
Like an elite
Say,
squad.
a sort of party of people.
Yes. Oh wait, Akio's mercenaries. Duh.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, the boys!
We've done it. So we've cracked the code.
Crack the code.
Dumb brains. It only took Sal's literally spelling it out.
Yeah, Akio.
Sal, can
Hey.
you do us a favor real quick and just make it a little more obvious?
Man, there's just so many people.
I
Akio's-
hate doing that.
Akio's light
And I'm
bulb.
sorry for doing it, honestly. I'm sure you would have.
Sorry,
Oh, we
I
couldn't have. We're too dumb.
I was in
It's
the
true.
bathroom,
Yes, we're all
but-
dumb. Akio. The
Yes,
Archon had
my
a vision
man.
of. Yes, the Archon had a vision, and I think it's you and your guys are the ones we need to fulfill it.
what is it?
There's going to be
like
a contingent.
squad
There's going to be a contingent of troops that are going to be pulled away
Yeah.
from the army that might go and cause trouble on the island. But there's going to be a village they pass through,
and
it's
they're
a-
gonna destroy it.
Yeah, and then probably destroy
Oh, shit.
Kasune and go on more and more.
Unless your
But it'll-
boys are there.
Yes,
I,
at least
I,
we think it might be your gang might be able to deal with it.
Power of outer heaven.
I think if they can
Yeah.
handle whatever weird goblin goo,
The goblin shit.
they
Yeah.
can handle some samurai. Yeah.
And it might be contingent on us winning the whole thing too, because if they do enough damage, it might pull away more troops.
Yeah, we can't afford that. We
Yeah.
need your crack squad, Outer Heaven.
A crack squad of mercenaries and rogues. But not like actual rogues, but I mean like the metaphorical rogue.
Some
like,
of them are
like
rogues.
a ne'er-do-well.
One of them is a rogue.
A cleric,
Like,
a cleric who forgot he could cast spells for almost an entire
Well,
fight.
Yeah.
You know
An
what
incredibly
this
powerful
means?
set of twins.
Yes.
Well, you know what this means. Da, 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 da,
You know, I thought you were gonna go for the like
No.
18
Well,
makes way more
That's
sense.
that's for when we're there. You guys were sitting up,
darkness and silence.
but I mean, we might eat snakes. I don't know, but yeah, okay.
All right.
We could be there, but I'd like to be there with them. So
yeah.
are you guys
I figure.
gonna be-
Yeah. This should be fine. I figured you go with
Alright.
them too. So yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Sada.
Yeah.
No being Sada during the fight, okay? No, none of that shit.
You can't stop me.
Yeah, but you dying will stop you.
If you do any sounding, you gotta have buddy system. Buddy.
Do you want me to be sneaky or you want me to eat a potato?
What?
Choose.
It's just you're so hard to look after if you're invisible. Is the problem. It's really a problem that your thing is to be invisible and also the leader of the country.
Yeah,
Totally.
if your troops suddenly don't know where you are, they might start to assume that you're dead
Yes.
Yeah, you're
Or
the
coward.
morality.
or
You're the
coward.
morality
Left.
keeping everybody together, which is why I've created a dummy made of straw that looks exactly like you. I haven't done that actually.
And I've taken
why not?
so many feats to keep adjacent allies safe, and I can't tell if you're adjacent to me. It's a problem.
All right.
Dada just needs to stand on top of Batbayar's like stage horseback at this point, and just
Ooh.
like wave her arms around and go, "Hey, I'm here.
Yep.
Follow
Shoot me.
Or
no, no,
shouldn't.
no, 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 no,
No, well,
no.
if people start shooting at you, you just hide behind Bat Bear's torso.
Of
Yes.
course.
Anyways,
Mhm.
Good talk.
Mhm.
all right. I
Um,
guess I'll go
so
get
that is
my
so
squad
that
ready.
yes, that's the thing. There is a squad that you can dispatch to it. The question is, do you want to only dispatch those 7?
Probably not, because it sounded like there were a lot of them.
Maybe we should get
And you don't
here,
know,
let's-
I mean, there are any number of stories of like potent and
Yeah.
powerful
Yeah.
Ronin making a mess of samurai's pots and pans.
Right. What cool dudes do we got? We got Izumo, right? How about
Oh,
Izumo?
Izumo's the coolest dude.
Yeah, he could help them, I bet.
Izumo is just the coolest dude.
He's the coolest fucking dude.
We
It's been a while
got
since
we
talked to
got
Izumo.
we got Batfire and Thurman.
Oh man, Thurman.
Thurman is also incredibly chill.
He's so cool.
Is there also true? That'd be 10 in total.
Yeah.
Although only one of them is PC level.
Yeah.
Time to pull out my guns.
No, two, because Akio is a PC level and Batfire is as well,
I'm a-
right?
No.
It's pretty weird to find out that I leveled.
The other Batfire is
Oh yeah.
the same level as one of your cohorts.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Sada, you are objectively better than
Nice.
your rival.
Hell yeah.
They hate this.
The dumpling lady, we need her, of course.
That's probably not the best idea.
Probably not.
I mean, she could really sort of lead, just by dumpling. People seem to really be into her. She's kind of like a minor saint, I think. She's got her own day.
Yeah, she's kind
She'd
of.
be good for morale, maybe.
I mean, if you want,
Nah. I would say Greed and Burial would be good, but imagine they'll be with us and helping with the temples and the clerics there.
anybody will be where you want them. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Although I imagine having them with the. I don't know. I'm thinking.
Well,
But
right
this is-
now you're at 10 people.
Yes. That is pretty
defending the
good.
village.
Yeah.
Unless you want to take some people out and put some people in, then
No, I think our 10 is probably good. I think
okay.
our elite team.
Dun,
Hell yeah.
dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
I
Okay.
never watched a single episode of that show. Anyways.
There's a cleric cantrip thingy that lets you read magic scrolls. Would that let me read arcane scrolls? How does
You
that
could
work?
read it.
Well, what?
You can't cast it.
Yeah.
For? What's the spell even
Let's see.
for?
Let's see. Read magic.
To decipher what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's for nerds. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's
Yeah.
all.
Oh, that's why Ismo is hasn't been leveled. Okay. So on that note,
Yeah.
so this is how
A
This-
life is taken.
why is this So this is how this is going to work out. Y'all are going to be taking over the people fighting at this village.
Ah.
We will also be having a mass combat session
Yes.
during the week. Because
What day are you thinking?
I don't know. Well, I'm going to ask you guys to figure it out because I know not everybody is into mass combat. So I wanted to split this up into two different things. So the village battle is going to affect the mass combat battle, basically. Potentially the mass combat battle affects the village battle. I suspect the village battle will take across this session and finish next section, while the mass combat battle will be hopefully contained in the one that we are having. Who do you want to be fighting as in? Oh, there we go. In this village as you arrive.
I'll take Accio.
Oh yeah, and I'm swapping with Sada, and I do a backflip off a volcano
Nice.
right into it.
I'll be the big boy again.
I'll be Edric
Okay.
again.
Well, recall that note that there are 10 people here,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
there are
Choices.
choices to be
Yes.
made.
Man, should Pow have gone in this fight? I just don't know what Pow's gonna be doing, and I'm worried about it. I want her to be as useful as possible. You know?
You know, Mino could go to the village.
Mino will have a heart attack if you tell her to not guard you during this fight,
But I'll be underwater.
except for the period while you are underwater.
Fair. Fine.
But if you want to swap out people for Pow, Pascal would absolutely want to be with you, so that would you could tell him no, but you'd make him
No.
sad.
I don't know where I would be the most useful, and it's just been sort of vague as to where any of us will be. I mean, Kasumi's going to be doing a whole
Kasumi
thing.
is going to be doing her thing. Sada is going to be
In the
That's
back.
the vague
leading
part, I think.
Yes.
leading the battle, presumably as a leadership role, if not providing a direct general, at least observing and providing, a moral reinforcement for the actual troops. Akio is clearly here because you've sent him here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that just leaves where Pal wants to be as far as the party goes.
Pow does best when she's surrounded by dudes to punch, so she's gonna probably be in the thick of it. She can't hang back. Like that's not. She wouldn't be useful.
That's
She could be
true.
very
So
useful.
it's
punching
Pal's
guys.
choice whether or not she wants to embed in like a unit of troops, which will provide a bonus to that unit,
Yes.
That's probably true. I
or
don't want her to die off screen in a massive combat.
she will not.
Yeah.
But if that unit gets destroyed, there will be deleterious consequences for her.
Yes.
But she will not die.
Bummer.
She'll have to enter a regular combat against 100 dudes.
I mean, like, that's like regular like samurai. Yeah, I could see that actually going not bad.
Not bad, right?
I want to be with the fire lizards. Do we have the fire lizards ready?
Ooh.
Fire lizards already, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cool! Hell yeah, you're on one of those. You got your flag on the back.
Yeah.
Sal,
Like those crossbeam flag things, yeah.
Yeah.
Sal, do you remember in Star Wars episode The Revenge of the Sith, the lizard that Obi-Wan rides?
Yes.
The sound that that lizard makes?
Can you replicate
Yes.
that right now? Because I'm not familiar.
I
Just
can't.
right now, with your face.
No, I'm not
come
doing
on.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
But that's the sound
Coward.
it makes.
Hell yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's called a Heractyl, by the way.
Ooh. if
God,
Pow
I hate
can
that noise.
if
Um,
if Pow can be super useful in the combat, in the big boy combat, then she can be with the troops. Be with her troops. She'll be leading in in the thick of it, I guess. So she can be out there.
having their religious figurehead
Yeah.
leading them is also a
I'm
morale
gonna bring
boost.
down the thunder on these guys. Absolutely. Okay, I feel good about that.
Hell yeah.
Mhm.
She's a people person.
Yep.
Well, she's not really a people person, but she's of the people.
She's
The
becoming a people person.
Yeah.
You got a pretty good diplomacy.
She's Morgan and Morgan for the people.
And as I mentioned earlier, Pascal is absolutely just is just going to be next to her, sticking himself in the same unit.
Absolutely perfect.
So yes.
Fighting side by side with our adjacent buddy feats, just
big
popping
dog
off left
muscles.
and right.
Yeah, constantly bodyguarding each other.
Yay! Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, they both have like a AC. Paulina's AC is like 34, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so is Pascal's. So they're just going to go up to like 36 at all times.
But it's in the front.
Yeah, Sada, you're watching the battle, and eventually you just notice that Paulina and Pascal are fighting next to each other, and it's just a bunch of people trying to hit them, and they can't.
Just waves of dudes. And we're fighting back to back, and it looks sick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's like AC in different ways, though, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
Very
absolutely. Yeah. Paulina's just
Apologies,
constantly
I had to-
dodging, and Pascal is just weathering it.
But like Kasumi can push back the tide, well, we could push back this human tide right here. Hiya.
All right. Apologies, I had to step away for a second. I am here.
All
I
good.
see that we're at the village.
Mhm.
I
So-
guess Akio is going to be, all right.
Is
This
Nuva
is-
gonna control Akio?
Yeah, are you playing
Well,
yourself?
I presume we'll be playing Akio, but as
I was very confused for a second.
it'll be, it's easiest if I think if you other three keep the guys that you played last time.
Yeah. I'll
So
play
Rita
Edric
playing
and Tony.
Kolvar and Sonata, Edric and Tonu being Toom, and Reiko and Onari on Jake.
Yeah.
And then if each of you pick one of
Yes, one of these.
Isamo, Thurman, and Batfire, but then that leaves Nuva playing exactly one person and getting exactly one turn. So
Finally,
uh,
the shoes on the other foot.
No,
So, if you want to be the 11 samurai instead of the 7 samurai, if you want to take one extra person,
Hmm.
Who do we have? What's the name of our good witch friend who is definitely a legitimate person?
the
you
Great
mean
Zanzibar,
Oh,
she is level 5.
yeah.
All right, maybe not then.
Strictly speaking, you could take her.
Well, because she just sort of buff us from the back. She doesn't have to.
She doesn't have very many
Oh.
spells relevant to
That's
fighting. I would say.
That makes sense.
What cool
who do
NPC
you
can we
have?
pull out?
So,
Does Shin do sweet backflips and jump kicks and stuff?
Shin is available.
But is he
It's the available emotion.
up for it? Yeah.
You've never seen Shin in combat. And Suru isn't here.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Suru can't necessarily tell you about the time that after the attempted assassination by the Mask of Many Faces,
Oh, yeah.
when she walked in on Shin having apparently turned the inside of the inn that he was hanging out at into a charnel house.
Oh yeah, that was fucked up. How did he do that?
But you would have heard about it at some point because he had to move his inn, and also that innkeeper complained. The innkeeper didn't tell you exactly what he saw, but because he was hiding behind his counter, but he told you what he heard,
Yeah.
which was the sound of like some monster just tearing these people apart. Culminating when Suru reached there, found a normal but nude Shin holding a guy by his head, and when Suru left the room, he crunched it.
Oh, we gotta at least invite Shin. We just ask him, hey,
What you doing, Shin?
we feel like fighting some samurais?
Samurais.
You travel to Shin's
Samurai
abode, his new inn. Who's going to visit Shin?
Batfire.
This time.
Batfire. Just
I
Batfire.
mean,
Just
It was-
Batfire.
it's me, Shin. Batfire.
Is it only Batfire going?
Is it really gonna be just me, Batfire?
I figured it'd be
Aw.
Akio and Pao, probably.
Yeah.
Akio's at the village. Just
No, this is
Oh,
before.
we haven't left yet. This is
Before the
like
village.
this is
Yeah.
in preparation.
This
Yeah.
is
It
like
will
it's
be-
because we're
it will-
figuring out if Shin's coming with you
okay,
to the
okay,
village.
okay.
Yeah.
It'll be Akio and Batfire.
Okay.
And
Wow.
someone else should come. It's really weird.
I will point out though that Shin's sheet is secret, so this does not solve
Even
the
to
issue.
you?
Well, no, to you guys. This would not solve the
Oh.
issue of Nuva playing only one character. So Nuva, still, if you want to just be Akio,
Oh,
you
we're
can
not allowed
be.
to see how fucked up he is. Oh, that's
Yeah, that's the thing.
wow.
I am more than fine
That's so
with
great.
that. I'll try to think of other people. We have a
Well,
while.
here's the thing. So
Uh-huh.
everybody's already playing two characters. Otherwise, so Akio, honestly, you should pick Ismo, Thurman, or Batfire,
Yes.
and maybe just knock off two people. Maybe only play Akio and Ismo, and knock off Thurman and Batfire. Have just 8, and that way everybody plays 2.
Okay.
But then we'll all die because there's gonna be like 1,000 samurais.
I'm sure you'll be fine,
No?
We'll be fine.
especially if you take Shin along.
Yeah.
Who's up for it? Yeah. We really don't have any other friends that we can invite though. Huh?
I mean, probably,
I
but I can't think of.
I mean,
I'm trying to
see,
think of who.
it's that thing that happens on the spot. Yeah. Where it's like I can't think of a name right now, but
A lot of
It's-
them are already positioned in other places.
it'll be like post.
do we?
It'll be like post samurai slaughter, and like we've had killed 1,000, and then Akio will just stare at like I don't know, a decapitated head. And it's like, you know, who would have loved this?
Yeah.
Samuel.
It's good old Samuel.
What about the fire elf lady that we're kind of friends with? Are we still friends with her, or did that not go over well? I
No,
don't remember.
we're still friends with her, but she's probably gonna be leading her troops because the
Oh.
Sun Elves are gonna be
Yeah.
helping us. So
Okay, sun elves are already accounted for. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably want Paradia on the front lines. She
Yeah.
is. It's something about evokers. They're good at blowing up people.
yes.
Yeah, we couldn't invite Suru's fox man friend, magic guy who lives in the forest.
The person who would be able to contact him
Yeah,
would
Suru.
be Suru.
That's what I'm saying. We don't. We don't
Ikari
have
no,
that
he
telephone
might
number.
actually be would actually potentially be a good ally here, but yeah, unfortunately, Suru is
Yeah.
incommunicado at the moment.
gallivanting around chasing vampires. Hmm.
Exactly.
But the swimsuit guy.
The swimsuit guy.
Hell yeah. The most powerful.
Batfire and
Goku.
Thurman. Batfire actually does have some leadership experience. And he is good on a horse, so you may actually want to keep him in your
Okay.
cavalry.
Ooh.
Yeah. You'll keep
Yeah,
keep
okay.
Batfire and Thurman with us.
Man is a Keshite.
Yeah, give him a squad. Yeah, that does
Yeah.
make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thurman is less good on a horse,
But he's Batbear's best bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
he will want to be near
Yeah.
Batfire's side.
Yeah.
Okay, bye, boys.
Bye.
So in which case, Akio
There they
and
go.
Ismo are a pair.
Yes. And I have Edric and Tonu still.
Yes. So Akio, let me just throw you
Yeah.
Ismo's sheet.
And are we
So
gonna
much
bring Shin as
cool.
the ace in the hole, controlled by cells?
Yes. But that's the thing. So you approach Shin's bar, Akio, and Batfire.
It's me. Okay, yeah.
Batfire, you have to. It's difficult to shift your way into the inn. It's a sort of normal 2.5-foot wide door, and your both your human shoulders and your horse body are displeased at the constriction. But eventually, you manage to squeeze your way in, clopping into the tatami matted surface of the bar. Akio leading you. Is anyone else accompanying them?
Yes.
Paulina, you follow in.
Is Pascal
Batfire.
Oh, Pascal.
Do you
What?
want Pascal to be there?
I don't know. I was just
Yeah.
wondering because he's
I don't know.
if he'd be with Pow.
Did you get
And
along
then-
with Shin? I don't know.
Is Pascal like he's too hot? I can't.
I feel like
I
you'd
can't
just
do
be made uncomfortable by him. 'Cause he's kind of a creep.
Pascal
kind of...
is okay with Shin.
Yeah.
At this point, he's known him for a long time, so like,
been to an orgy
sort of
with him.
accepted him through who he is, and
Yeah.
actually, has been at a couple of Polonian celebrations at this point, and hasn't
Yeah,
had
see?
too bad of a time. So he's kind of okay with Shin, yeah.
That's like a snack plate, that boy. Yeah, okay, sure.
All of a sudden, Pascal just pops into existence. He wasn't here, but now he's here.
Huh? Oh, hey. Hi guys.
You daydreaming or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, Shin.
Oh, Mr. Shin is in the back room. The sliding door is there.
Is he in the middle of anything?
I believe not. I haven't seen
How-
anyone come in or out.
Pow's gonna
Okay.
politely knock on the frame of the door, just to...
After a moment, Shin says, "Enter, please."
Hey.
There we go. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like nappy.
Alright. You open the door and you see Shin. He's lounging in his normal lounging way. A stacked number of dumpling containers to his right, and an open one in front of him that he pops one of its contents into his mouth as you enter. There's also 3 other people in the room. Not what you would initially think of, visitors to Shin's room. Rather, these are just like totally normal-looking people, completely nondescript actually, who are just sort of getting up as you enter. And just before you enter the room, they each bow to you in turn before sidling past you, having a bit of a difficult time getting past Badfire, and leaving the inn.
Meeting of the minds.
A meeting of sources.
Any news?
I am your spy master. Anyway, what can I do for you all? It's not often that such a troop of good friends enter into my abode.
Do you have any news?
What?
Not much more than your archons told you. I've been trying to keep an eye out for any sort of subversive elements on the island itself. So far, I haven't seen very much. Evacuating the local villages made it a bit easier to watch out for people. Mostly, I've just been trying to tackle Katsune and other environs to make sure that nobody's trying to create panic, that sort of thing. And keeping an eye on the other southern islands, getting reports from there. Nothing too pressing. But we may be in a good position to do some moves. You know, if we don't all die in the next few days. Would anyone like dumplings? I got a lot.
Yeah, why not? They're not full of drugs, are they?
No, not these.
Okay,
Right? Wait. No, not these.
cool. Okay,
You're
cool.
good.
Yeah. Alright, I'll have a dumpling. I like
Take
dumplings.
a dumpling.
I will have a
You
dumpling.
fools, they are the ones filled with drugs. Ah!
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
fine.
Oh no.
How would you like to join an elite task force to take down a squad of invading samurai and save a town before it can be destroyed?
One of Shin's eyebrows raise, causing his one eye to open a little bit more than it usually does. His green iris sort of gleaming in the dim light as his slit-like pupil opens slightly larger towards you.
Yeah, be a hero of the people and kick some ass.
This
We're gonna be
is
killing a lot of-
interesting.
Yeah, bunch of
Why?
cool friends.
Are you defending a village off the battlefield?
Well, it seems that a large amount of forces is going to be rushing right through, and we might end up getting what's the word? We might get spearheaded, planked. That's the word, yeah.
Yeah.
And we might end up being planked because of it, because of
We
that.
don't-
And well, essentially, me and
Remember
my
to tell him it was a prophetic vision.
it was a prophetic vision.
He's already heard about it.
So
You know me well.
yeah.
And you want me to join you?
Well, can't think of a much more competent person than Shin.
Typically, I'm not so much a fighter. I think you know me. I'm more of a
A
lover.
lover, yeah. It's true.
What would make you want me to accompany troops? I can heal. I can cast spells. Polonius has granted me powers in that way.
And hey, who knows? You might find love on the battlefield.
Wow.
Whenever you said
Is that a
Okay.
proposition?
whenever you said that Shin was a lover, all I can think of was that song, like "I'm a bitch, I'm a lover."
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. Huh.
It's a damn shame.
I'm just saying. That's
Well,
all I can think of.
That wiped my mind blank. Great.
Sorry.
Oh, we heard sort of a third-hand account, really, that you sort of single-handedly held your own quite well, and I don't know, just need guys who could do that, I guess. Away from sort of the main battle.
Innkeepers have vibrant imaginations. But if you want me to assist in holding the line there, then sure. Why not? It's not as if I'll be completely required somewhere else. battles are typically short-term affairs.
Yeah. 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 There we go. That yawns out.
And
Yeah.
it'll be my pleasure. Absolutely.
Nice.
But, as I said, I'm more of a support player. I wouldn't expect me to be too effective in fighting.
Well, support is also vital, and I'm sure it'll be appreciated. I won't personally be at that fight, so it's good to know someone's looking out for these chumps.
Shin nods, eating another dumpling.
Yeah.
Well, very good. All right. Yeah, let's, I need to get out more, I think. Why not? Do something a little more adventurous. Some new experiences. I haven't been in a battle in a long time.
Yeah, everything shouldn't sound so nasty.
Yeah, I love it.
Hell yeah.
Is there anything else you want to treat with Shin? Otherwise, he's just going to keep offering you more dumplings.
Seems good. He's got no news. He's gonna fight.
Take another dumpling.
Yeah, I'll
I'm gonna
take
eat
another
another
dump.
Well, he
dumpling.
intimated that he might have some news, but that it could
Oh,
wait
wait.
until after the battle.
What kind of
News
unurgent news?
that will only really be relevant if we survive the coming battle
Is
and
it?
with an army intact, but it's more potential to expand into new areas of influence in the immediate vicinity of these Hadanese islands.
God, it better not be the
Ooh.
Shogun's dad is coming over to beat us up.
I think it's something like
No,
the opposite. Sounds
the
like.
Shogun's father has been dead for decades.
Oh. Good. I guess.
Shogun's
He was
father? He's been
really
dead
pretty
week?
irrelevant
Listen, I was making a
as a
joke.
person, to
Sorry.
be honest. But yes, Kansai is ruled by a Chinese child.
Oh yeah.
Ryoko is of dubious loyalty to the Shogun. And from there, it's just a matter of a few other lords who could potentially be replaced by friendlier family members.
Oh.
But again, only becomes relevant if we don't all die in the
Where are
battle
we?
to come. So maybe just focus at the task at hand.
Mm.
All right. And with that, you leave Shin. Get back to where the final preparation before the battle.
Yes.
Alina Khalil,
Oh no.
you are asleep.
What? Yeah.
You're asleep.
You
It's
gotta-
happened every
gotta
night. In
Yeah.
fact,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are actually asleep in the camp of the army of Sarugu on the coast between Hayatetsu and Katsune. In a tent. A nice one. Pascal next to you. And you dream. What do you dream?
I dream about an echoing pulse deep in the
What?
ocean. Sorry,
Oh.
no, this is Palace moment. I'll talk.
I thought you said equine pulse, and I imagined
No.
like a lot of horses, just like a tide of horses.
I guess that's Pal's dream now.
Yeah, I guess seeing the whole tide thing happen probably, that imagery is pretty strong. So, standing on the beach, but the water's way pulled out far away. Like I want to be able to put my feet in it, but it's just too damn far. I'm just in like
And there's
damp
just a horse
sand.
there.
And there's just like horses running, along the beach occasionally. And I'm just like trying to get to the fucking water, and there's these horses, and it's like kind of stressful. It should be relaxing, but it's not.
You're right, it's not. It's even less relaxing when one of the horses turns to you with glowing yellow eyes and says, Palina Khalil.
Ah! Why are you a horse?
Palina Khalil. Palina Khalil.
Yes.
Palina Khalil. I'm not really getting the impression tonight. Very well, am I?
Oh.
Oh. We're expecting someone else.
Wait, what?
You're not on the beach anymore.
Oh God.
You are in a sitting room
Yeah.
on a divan,
Yeah.
and across from you on a similar lounge
Yeah.
is Polonius,
Yeah. Okay.
the rotund god, lounging, his arm draped over the armrest, and the other with a glass of wine that's actually kind of just sort of gently overflowing onto the floor, disappearing as soon as it hits the ground, never once staining his thick yet regal fingers, and never dripping upon his noble figure as he sips from it. His hair, as always, perfectly curled, his bangs several loops upon his forehead. You've been doing very well. I've been watching.
That's good to hear.
Oh, yeah. It's been very impressive, especially when you punch that one demon of, what's her name? Oh, Budapest, right. Right through the torso. Dry, platinum arm. Very, very impressive. And now you're the leader of an entire triarchal religion. Isn't that wonderful?
So far, so good. Yeah.
Very good. I'm glad that you seem to be filling the role very well. I have noticed you, perhaps as expected, do favor the iron-bodied, which is not this is not a complaint, to be clear.
Okay.
You obviously make very good use of his gifts.
Yeah. To be
And
fair.
he is right to gift you, and you are a worshipper of his.
Yeah. Honestly, it was a difficult decision to put someone in that role. I didn't feel 100% great about it because I do have that sort of bias, but I guess what can you do?
Indeed,
really?
indeed. And recognition of your own, well, not to say shortcoming, but your own biases, as you say, is a good trait to have. And I am appreciative. I was more conflicted in your thwarting of one of my particularly favored sir in his own machinations.
Right. Yeah. I guess that did happen kind of recently. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes. I was so looking forward to seeing what happened when Borkrit absorbed all of that vitality. It would have been
interesting to see. Yeah.
oh, so excessive. That is neither here nor there. And after all, in the end, it was one servant of mine against another.
Okay. Yeah.
Both Greeter versus Borgrit. And of course yourself. And truly, when two mortals' desires conflict, who am I to judge one for winning out over the other?
I mean, you're a god.
Oh, you're right. I am a god. And it is my prerogative as a god to reward or punish as I see fit. And currently I am in a very rewarding. You see, I've grown a little jealous over the amount of favor you've been receiving from your patron, and as I said, of course, you should receive the no end of gifts and powers from Atan Ket, who in his great wisdom has seen to make you a most powerful emissary of his logos. But since you do represent me as your in your capacity as the leader of this new alliance I've made with him, of which he is so overjoyed. Whenever I speak to him, he is just beside himself with pleasure speaking to me. Oh, it is just wonderful. He goes on and on about how he's going to tear me apart and compress my body into diamonds through his own incredible heat and pressure, and frankly, that just sounds like an incredible time.
You speak often?
Oh,
Never really.
I go on for hours.
Oh, okay.
I can't always tell if he's listening on the other side. But you see, yes, we gods can contact one another. We can't directly interact. Naturally, our omnipotence prevents such things. And I think he could shut me off. And perhaps he does. I haven't really cared. But, anyway, neither here nor there. The trivise of deities is not really your concern. What is your concern is that I, and he leans forward, steepling his fingers and leaning his chin on them, am offering you a gift. And unlike the I embodied, I'm not choosing what it is. What would you like?
Gun.
Could you turn my arms into guns?
What do you mean by... Nah, that's a weird invasive thought I just had. I'm not going to say that one out loud.
Yes, that was a weird one.
Oh, man.
Not to invade your thoughts, but it was right on the sword. So,
Omnipotent gods, yeah, omniscient thing, yeah.
sorry, but I am looking right at you.
I guess I'm... And you could tell I'm a little perplexed, I guess.
I sense some trepidation. It is a difficult question to perhaps just be posed, but we have time.
With this, not to be rude and doubtful, but would this be truly a gift, or would this be more of an exchange?
Oh, yes, I suppose I do tend to do that. I think you have a perception of me as a wholly malevolent entity, always trying to get what I want at the
Well,
expense of others.
Maybe not entirely, but I know
It's
to be...
fair.
Yeah.
Many do call me evil. Many still, others, call me good. These words really are of very little interest to me. But I can assure you, is that I reward those who do me service. Your loyalty will be repaid. No caveats. No questions. Of course, I'm not going to simply give you the power to point and cause people to explode.
Yeah, I guess I'd like to know maybe some limitations. The thing is, I don't tend to ask for things, so I don't really know what to ask for.
Yes, you are a very humble person. You accept gifts, but you do not demand them. It's perplexing from my position. But, suggestions then. Off time. Shape-shifting is a very common power I grant to my followers. Whether limited, like readers, or not so, like shins.
I think I'm most effective in the shape I currently
And the most pleasing shape it is, but
Thank you.
as a method of disguise, it can be useful. And it has so many other applications. Apologies.
No.
Sometimes I can't help myself.
No, I think it's delightful. It's not really a utility I'm looking for, I don't think, really.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What other boons might I provide? I do have domains of healing and pleasure. And given your recent interest in new ways and channeling your divine power, you could be perhaps gifted with those. Or access to such things as Atanket cannot make available to you.
Healing would be of interest.
Healing, yes, is boring, but I did say you could choose.
And that's what I...
The
Oh,
level...
the cops are coming. Take me
Oh.
away for making a deal with Polonius. Oh, man.
Not a deal. You're accepting a boon. And honestly, it could be a boon as simple as some cash or a nice
A new
dessert.
car!
What's the fucking theme song for Price is Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Dee-da-da-da-dee.
Man,
Etc.
no. No.
A free voucher for the butt store.
Mm.
Your friend made such good use of it.
Ain't that the truth?
The power you would get from getting the healing domain at this point would be you can touch living creatures as a standard action, healing them for 1d4 damage, +1 for every 2 cleric levels you possess. But you can only use this ability on a creature that is below 0 hit points.
Oh, so it's like a stabilized sort of thing.
Yeah.
I can cast stabilize though.
True. This technically heals, and as opposed to
Yeah.
stabilize, which just prevents further bleeding damage. But yes, it's not the greatest power in the world.
Oh man, you guys, what do I ask Polonius for Christmas? What is what the heck?
What about
How are
we
there
have?
gonna be strings attached?
Okay,
Sure,
so
fine. I'm
there's
sure it's
always gonna be strings attached, but what if you had the power to like essentially turn a foe into an ally temporarily?
How? It's me. You're conscious.
Yeah? Hello,
What about the
conscious.
What about the freedom of Uman?
No, I
Freedom of
know. I barring whatever that was. No, I had that exact same feeling about like charm. Like that's it doesn't seem
What
right.
about what about the freedom of Umantha, or what's his name? God,
Amunsa.
Umantha, yeah.
Tenket? Oh!
Because he's
Oh,
the
you
one.
mean?
Polonius was the one who trapped him.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That poor guy. I haven't checked in on him in a while. I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's fine. Is that too big of a boon? Am I gonna
What's
get kicked out of Polonian dream heaven?
what's the boon?
Free our angel friend from his ring?
I think that might
It's a pretty
cause more
big
problems
ask.
with
I
Polonius
know.
because it's an attend cat guy, and he's already kind of like,
I
you
know.
showed too much favor to attend cat.
I know. Soon, if I would ask that, he'd be like, "Oh yeah," and there would be
Whoa, whoa,
hellfire
whoa.
everywhere, and he would grow 10,000 times, and I'd be cast into a pit. Yeah, it would be awful. Oh, but I really want to ask it now that you bring it up. It's so good. What a selfless act. Polonius would hate that. Shit.
Woody, you recall that draughts of desire tend to reward selfless wishes better than selfish ones.
Oh,
I would note a draw of desire is also on the table if you just wanted one.
I don't know how that thing works. How does that thing work?
it's
You
like a
drink it,
monkey's
you make
paw
the
wish almost, but
Ew.
not quite as severe.
Boy.
It's a monkey's paw wish if it's selfish, according to Shin at least.
Did I use it to monkey paw Amantha out of a ring?
Probably not. This is being, well, unless Polonius
God,
would be
what a
inclined to
parent.
do that in the first place.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'd say that you just gain some sort of power to protect.
I'm already so good at that though. I'm good from like my own hard work, and
I will note that
I have the god of good hard work on my side. Like,
that's true.
yeah.
I will note that Polonius also has someone else in his thrall that is meaningful to someone important to Pal.
Oh
Oh yes.
boy.
Who? I can't remember. Oh,
Pascal's dad.
Pascal's
Yeah.
pop pop.
Papa. Papa, why are you trapped in the death realm, Papa?
But he's happy here, as fucked up as it is. Wasn't he made like a VIP?
Yeah, he is
I mean,
given the penthouse treatment right now. And he's alive. And he's immortal.
Yes.
I'm just making
pretty good.
spitballing things. I don't want to tell you what to take, but I'm telling you that a god is willing to give you a boon.
Yes.
This could potentially be a spell that you cast.
Yeah.
This, perhaps depending on the level, it could be once per day or once per whenever, or multiple times per day if it's a lesser one.
Ask for multiple ability score increases.
I want 50 strength.
If
I'm
you
not-
ask
I'm not a
Polonius
strength
to
fighter.
be stronger, you would probably get that.
Ask Polonius to be able to become lightning.
I already kind of do that.
But like even more so.
Ask Polonius to help Pascal with his glutes.
Ask Polonius for a really good turkey sandwich.
Oh my god.
Ask him for a free pass to
Ask him for one of those walking roast chickens as a familiar.
orgies.
I
Oh.
I feel like we're getting way off.
We are
track.
getting way off, but yeah,
But
you
it's
guys.
helpful. It's making my brain work because I was not
Yeah.
prepared for this, and I don't
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
what to ask for because I
What other domains does
I'm going to
Deal.
be quiet. I'm going to be quiet now. This affects the
Okay.
whole party, so you can feel free to be little voices in Pauline's
Good.
head as
other
she thinks.
what other
But
domains
at the
does
end,
Polonius
when
have?
Rita decides,
Evil,
just let me know.
charm, pleasure, trickery, healing, cannibalism, corruption, lust,
What?
greed, excess gratification.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hear
You
me
take one of
out,
those
hear me out.
domains. Yeah.
Oh man, but they can only really get. I'm just such a baby cleric. Like, what is that
Look.
gonna get me?
Hear me out.
Yeah.
Cannibalism.
No, not that one.
This was a whole issue before.
But cannibalism.
What was the?
Also, I'd like to say that for my opera day yesterday, I made iced tea, and it is really good.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Made it with white and green tea, cut up an orange and a peach, and put them in.
Ooh.
It's the only sweeteners, and it is great. Anyway, back
Oh,
to
I
your
might do
discussion.
that.
Yes.
Looking at these domains. Where did it go? Oh, geez.
Why can't I hold all these domains?
Yeah. I don't think domain is gonna really do much for me as such a low-level cleric.
You can
As
never
I
go wrong
said,
with ability score
Spells are
increases.
also
Yeah.
And spells, yes.
options, potentially cast as a spell-like ability.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
But
Anybody have any good ideas for
Uh,
that? There is so much.
What about that? Some kind of big mass healing one.
Ooh, some kind of big mass healing would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Something chunkier than a little measly channel. What do we have here? Yeah, da, 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 da. What the fuck? A spell called Death Wine. Did you guys know that? Turn a healing potion into a pool that does not heal but increase the caster level of the next necromancy spell you cast. Yeah!
Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah.
Oh, I could ask for the Hull for Calverson spell of choice, Path of Glory. So dumb. I honestly don't know. I just kind of want to get him out of the ring. It's not gonna go well, but
You won't know until you ask.
I know. I mean, what's the worst he could do if I ask? I don't get anything? Well, if he didn't offer me
Hey,
anything,
that
I
makes-
wouldn't
that
get
makes-
anything either.
That makes
So-
the choice easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes the choice easy. Talking to a god in his domain in my dreams? No biggie. What if the boon wasn't for me? I mean, it would be doing me a favor.
as I said, get Polonius to help Pascal with his glutes.
No.
Can you give Pascal a huge ass?
No, I'm literally saying I wanted can someone else, can the boon be for someone else? I mean, it would
I mean,
be
you
like,
gotta draw it.
what?
Draw the desire.
But
It's
that won't get him out of the ring. What I want is the ring.
it's a boon for yourself that I'm offering.
Right.
But what are you requesting?
I mean, it would be kind of like a figurative boon for me. I'd feel good about it. I would
All right, that's interesting.
yeah. I'd feel pretty gratified about it.
Mm, indeed,
Yeah.
I am not unfamiliar with the pleasure that charity can bring.
Yeah.
By all means.
Okay, so I mean, great pleasure comes from great acts of charity. So
You're
I
selling this rather hard.
now I would really just feel so great and pleased
Mm-hmm.
if
Mm.
my dear friend Damwantha was granted his freedom.
Polonius's beatific smile darkens.
He's
ever
gonna
so
turn back into a
slightly.
horse. Oh, what a nightmare!
And he's gonna kick you.
But while his expression falls almost imperceptibly, the dark and roiling red clouds outside the window darken slightly more, and there is thunder as lightning crashes across them.
Some boons are maybe too boontiful.
Indeed, I have interest in keeping that one where
Yeah.
he is.
No, that's
And frankly, he benefits you both. I think I shall say no to that
Okay.
request.
that is fair. It is your prerogative. So,
Respectfully.
Thank you. Yeah.
Pick again.
Oh God. uh,
You okay?
God, no! I'm so stressed out. What do I have here? What?
Surely
I guess
Paulina has some desire that I can reward.
I just want to retire, man. I don't know. I just want things to be safe and sound. That is, I guess, an ability. I mean, no ability score never hurt, right?
Billy's score is pretty good.
It's pretty good, pretty
Yeah.
nice. But which one? Which one?
You know what you should really ask for? Ask to become a gelatinous blob, like a.
I don't think that's
Like Vortex.
it. I don't quite think that's right.
But imagine the power.
What?
What?
Huh?
Yeah?
Man. Yeah. Get back to the healing, I guess. If there was, say, a spell that would be really helpful, say, in a battle scenario, something that can do a lot of good for a lot of people.
Hmm.
You know,
A lot of good for a lot of people. Well, how about an extreme amount of good for a single person?
That's also good. Yeah. Yeah.
Then accept my boon.
Okay.
And he gestures to you with his free hand. A little mote of purple light floats towards you. And with your permission, enters you.
Super. Consent given to the purple mote of energy.
You can now cast the Breath of Life spell once
Sounds
per day.
Very good.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice. You can save one person from death.
Okay.
oh wow, the
You got the
soda
defib,
button.
the defib paddles.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's
For
what
when soda
that's what
dies.
Oh yeah, this one.
yeah, that's what Brisket used to save Pascal.
Oh boy.
And it'll use your player level rather than your, or rather your character level rather than your ND
class level.
class
Yeah.
level.
Very cool. Holy moly.
Man, looks like you should just join Polonius forever.
No.
I think that it should prove helpful. And I'm glad to finally be able to assist.
I'm very grateful.
All right. I'll disturb your dreams no longer.
I mean, they were pretty bad already, so.
I
worry-
was
don't worry about it.
noticing certain disturbing images.
Yeah, there's
Perhaps
stress
that
on
shall
the
be
horizon.
another gift as well.
Oh, okay.
And with that, you shift. He gestures in parting, gives you a slight wave with his fingers, and disappears. And you are returned to the beach. But now it's not the tide is not bizarre. Your there's no horde of horses. Rather, there is a small herd of horses. It's off in the distance, doing very normal horse things and looking very friendly. And there is there is an umbrella next to you, some towels on the ground, a sort of a basket filled with wine and various lunchables, and not lunchables, but lunch meats and
Lunchables. Yes.
desserts.
Pizza
and,
lunchable.
Pascal
Baby's first
lounging
charcuterie.
next to you in the tiny red bathing suit that he had gotten from Ozu.
Maybe Polonius ain't so bad after all.
He
And then you
definitely
wake up.
crafts good dreams. Eventually, you awaken the next day as the battle is due to occur, according to the
Oh,
estimations of the Archon. And you awaken and look up, and you see Pascal has also awoken and is sitting up, and he's looking around the tent with just like an expression of like complete and utter confusion, mouthing what the, and as you also sit up, you find that your tent is filled with all manner of delicious breakfast foods and comestibles. And drinks, and a scrumptious feast for the breakfast inclined.
Well, okay.
Pascal looks at you. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a chat with the other big man this time. But hey, we got breakfast out of it.
A lot of
Bon
breakfast.
appetit. I mean, we could probably share it. Don't think he'd like that. We did that, but we're probably going to do that anyway.
I mean, I'm not eating all this.
Oh.
I don't think I could eat all this.
Let's move. Do we have tables? Can we make a little
Yeah, you
sort
have
of
tables, and you enjoy your breakfast.
little banquet table outside the tent for people to take some sandwiches off of or whatever?
They don't disappear, and the sky does not split open with the wrath of a god when you do so. So apparently Polonius does not mind sharing. Polonius is a god of pleasure, and he
It's
likes
true.
pleasure to be provided to all.
There you go. Yeah, set up a nice little snack table for people as they wake up. That's nice.
Oh yeah, I snack up.
Yeah,
Gotta
no,
snack up.
and honestly, as you create a sort of snack table, you find that there was more food in your tent than you actually seemed to think at first glance, as a tremendous amount it was, and eventually you have like a full-on buffet, like multiple tables worth of food, and yeah, generally people in the vicinity are very pleased.
Good morale boost. I expect to see that reflected in the mass combat. We get a morale boost for my squad because they had a big breakfast.
Hell yeah.
Sure. You know what? I'm good with that.
Thank you, Polonius.
Polonius doesn't respond directly, but given you think he hears you. Pascal goes, ooh, cannolis. And
Ooh. Yes, please.
it goes, I shouldn't.
You split one.
It's hard to stop at one.
I know. That's why we're gonna split one, and then we're gonna give the rest out to the soldiers.
Okay.
Wow.
And then we will feel good when we go into battle.
Wow.
Okay.
We're gonna fight 1,000 samurai, but I got cannoli in me.
Alright. You
Not,
both
not
split
so
a
much that
cannoli.
you feel, stodgy or anything.
Yeah, just enough.
Yeah.
Alright, you split a cannoli. Pascal immediately looks like he wants to, split the rest of them with you, but resists. And you are able to go about the rest of your day, preparing for the battle, finding your troops, embedding with the soldiers, and seeing the fleet of the shogunate appear on the horizon, sailing directly towards you. A great cloud to your northwest appears, mist curling out over the water, and the fleet reacts, turning closer to where you are, directing itself away, not willing to sail into this strange and clearly unnatural cloud. The ships approach. Several split off, forming a vanguard. You see about 10 or 12 junks that sail towards you. They sail slowly, picking their way through the water, making sure that there are no mines, there are no traps. Where is your army right now? There is a wood line further away from the shore. Is it hidden? Or
I would think so.
are you showing yourselves?
Maybe, what if we had like a smaller sort of visible part, and then they're like, oh, look at the little baby army here. Whoa, whoa. And then, like tumble down out of the woods and get them.
Is that what you would like to do?
I'm just putting that out there so that the people who have the better minds can consider it.
I'm just going to go ahead and say Arinko Poloni thinks that's a good idea.
Yeah, let's do it.
What units would you like to be this sort of token resistance?
An alligator.
False army before your vanguard to lure them in. The bait in your trap.
Oh. An alligator in a trench coat.
We got one of those?
What?
Gator in a trench coat.
You do not have a gator in a trench coat.
Oh.
3 kids in a trench coat?
We do have 3 kids. I don't know if we have a trench coat, though.
So we're gonna put our on the front line?
Yeah.
Sorry.
What do we have again?
Yeah, like farmers? Is that what you're suggesting,
No.
Cells?
Just
Yeah, we
our
have
Oh.
troops.
armors. We have a
Some of our
policy.
Ashigaru, I imagine, might be best.
Oh yeah, I would imagine they'd form the front line that would
Hmm.
break the charge, and then we could,
Do we have archers?
Yeah.
So we can have
I
a
don't know
good
the
line of
exact.
them
Yes.
waiting in the wood line. So when they
I mean,
do their
Sal's asking us
charge-
what do we have out here luring them, the bait.
Yeah.
Trying to think how many.
Some spear boys, right?
Yeah,
I don't know what else we have really.
yeah.
Yeah, we
How many, though?
should have a list of soldiers.
It's in fact on your kingdom building sheet.
Oh. Let me go to the drive and open that up.
Presumably you brought your entire army here.
Yes.
To the where they're gonna be set up, yeah. We would in fact have that. Okay, army.
Oh yeah, I forgot I made a noble retinue. Sato would probably be with those, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Makes
So
sense.
we have 4 bow ashigaru, 7 yari ashigaru, which are spears, 8 katana kachi, which are samurai,
On
10
foot.
on foot, 1 standard ashigaru, which are like sword foot soldiers, like very basic. We still have 1 platoon of clockwork infantry. We have 5 yari kachi, 5 bow kachi, 1 noble retinue, and then 1 fire lizard key.
Yes.
Navally, we have the Golden Dragon, the Exterminator, 5 mercenary ships.
And then we also have all our support with the other troops there.
Yeah,
Other
which I don't know
Flank
the
Congos,
exact number
yeah.
who are actively with us.
But yeah, I imagine. What do we put like 1,000 of our dudes out front to let them out, and then
And
the
then-
rest of the army comes out.
Yeah, like a couple of the Ashigaru supported by like a couple of the bow Ashigaru.
Yeah, like
And-
Ariari Ashigaru and some of the bow Ashigaru and stuff, and
Yeah.
the Katana Kachi maybe. Let's see here.
Do you have a battle map already, Sales?
Nope.
Okay.
So yeah, how
Um,
about five Yari Ashigaru units, and let's see here, and the bow Ashigaru behind them, and then then one Katana Kachi as well.
With this vanguard force in place, the vanguard of the shogunate seems quite willing to land and challenge them. And soon, about 1,200 samurai are disembarking from these junks as they beach themselves upon your shore, forming into lines and beginning to march forward. Even as your archers begin to fire upon them. You also note that there is a guy on one of these junks, actually 2,
Ah,
with very large flags that are currently waving them back and forth in very specific looking ways. Looking back towards the fleet that this vanguard dispatched from. And as they finish their waving, you note that the rest of the fleet, begins to move closer towards the shore.
shit.
What am I seeing from where I'm at?
Underwater?
Yeah.
Let's go into a different channel.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Whoa.
Ooh. Enchanté.
Okay.
Assuming you're being
What?
attacked by a squad of sharks.
Yeah, what
Shogun
if they have
shark-
a
the
shark,
Shogun
a
sharks.
shark army? Or
Yeah.
Like mer people?
Yeah.
Oh
Aristus.
no.
Aristus is in the water.
Street
Aristus.
sharks. Street sharks.
So, Kasumi, I heard that you're gonna, use your ocean powers as ocean, but as ocean master, I can't allow that. So, lightsaber noise. We
Oh
must
shit.
duel.
Darth Vader Aristus shows up.
Bah,
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Joy.
Kasumi, I am your father.
Yeah.
Think about it. It makes sense.
You
How
ever
do you
wonder
think?
why you felt? You ever wonder why you felt ashamed of why you feel like the Sonny? That's me. Uh, I wish this was like part of this campaign more. I missed that idiot.
Maybe
Uh,
someday.
Yeah. Well, he might be fucking dead.
I mean,
Oh my god.
he's a god.
Oh well, I mean the God Killers campaign happened, right? Yeah. We don't know what the
No, I mean-
result of that was.
Yeah, what gods are they killing? All of them?
I mean, they're not killing the gods themselves. They're killing the.
Oh.
They're killing
Yeah.
like the worship.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Well-
thought it was a dethrone and kill God thing. Oh.
Oh. Good thing. Good thing I
Oh,
made.
I mean, I don't know. The
Good thing I was an idiot and I couldn't think of a concept for followers, so I just like, all right, pirates, thieves, and beggars in general. A lot
one of
people that you
my
can't really-
character ideas for a new freedom is an Aristus worshipper.
Nice.
The Iteron swashbuckler named Steelbeard.
Ooh, I like it.
But if we're killing the worship of gods, why do you worship a god? What?
That's not no. That's for a new freedom, not for God Slayers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My God Slayer's idea is also an Iteron though.
Can you be an atheist and also be like I'll kill God? Is that a thing, or is there a term for that? Oh well. When Cells leaves us alone, we go. We go. Oliver, I haven't talked to you in a minute via archives, but how do you feel?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Remember to hit that smash button.
Hit that smash
Remember to hit
button.
that subscribe, yeah, or smash. I don't know. It's post COVID. You're probably. Just have fun. Oh fucking no. Jesus Christ, we're.
What food would you ask Polonius for? Leave your comments below.
I would ask for guns for arms.
I actually was thinking of like maybe like, hey, we could be parallel with real history and just have a lot of guns and bring about the fall of the samurai.
That sucks, though. I
Yeah.
don't want that. It's not fun.
Yeah, just mowing them down. Pathetic.
It feels bad. I feel good punching people nonstop.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
at least they stood a chance.
Yeah. I mean, not against me, though. Come on.
Well, yeah, you're too
Come on.
fast.
Yeah.
You're too fast. Me though, I'm not so fast.
Me,
But I
I'm tight.
got a
I'm tight as fuck.
I've got a sword. I've got a sword made of fire, and also it does other things that you guys don't know about that happens in the back scenes.
Samurai, whack. Your Ashigaru, whack. Bo Ashigaru, whack.
Me, I'm tired as fuck.
Fine.
Oh, hello.
In the meantime,
Man, you missed a lot.
a substantial amount of this vanguard actually does turn east pretty much immediately, marching and make at a double time towards the road and
Hey,
south towards Katsune. And soon they'll be. Well, I can't dramatically reveal the village anymore because I already did.
Yeah.
Soon they will be here in the village where you guys are.
Oh my god.
So yeah, what are you doing? At this point, the village is abandoned, and you
Yeah.
will have been able to explore it. So let me actually do this. That. So
Ah.
if you would like to look through some windows.
Actually, Reiko and Inari would probably want to get the high ground at some of these roofs
Mhm.
to do archery from. Which one looks like it has like so? Which direction is the army going to be coming from?
From this way.
Okay, so. Oh yeah, the Reiko and Inari are going to be on top of this roof over here.
Okay.
Can we set up any cool traps?
Do any of you have trap making or
No.
Damn.
or
I was hoping-
traps with you?
I guess not.
I think you're going to be trapping people with your swords
Okay.
Yeah.
and your great skills.
Yeah.
So where do you want to position yourselves? And yes, Reiko and Inari. Whoa! I just grabbed the map instead of you guys.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yes, Reiko and Inari, you are up here. I can't disable the sightlines just for you, unfortunately, but you
Yeah.
can basically see wherever you want. And yeah, you are up on the roof, so we will give you a 10-foot height advantage.
Hey, Sal, guess what you can do in Foundry PTT?
But what I just said?
Yes.
Wowie!
Wow,
Okay.
how did you know that? So smart, Sals.
Where would you like to be positioned in this
Let's
village?
see here.
Uh,
What would be a good ambush point for Edric?
I actually don't really think that I'm not in a bad location, but I
Akio
don't...
should just stand in the middle of the road waiting for them. Then we all ambush them.
Oh, I guess yeah, it could be
That'd
like
be pretty funny.
You know what? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like, hey fellas, I guess it's me against you. Uno
That would be
versus
cool.
Le Grande. But
One man versus an army.
I was wanted to take down 100 men. Psych! Oh wait, that could have actually been cool. Can we do? Can we do that? I tell my squad. Wait, no. I guess they could just fire arrows as soon as they see me. No, it's not worth it. Well, we will be cool during the fight. I feel like I'm in a good spot. I can't really justify it tactically, but it's like I can see almost everything except.
Also, I'll note that we only have like 12 minutes left.
Yes.
Yeah, the session actually took longer than I was expecting it to. But yeah,
Oh.
we'll just set up for this. Yeah, so just set your pogs where you want them to be.
Yes.
What
How about
way
you
are
guys?
Describe
but
what
I-
you're doing,
Oh.
and we'll prepare.
Are they coming from
Kolvar
this way?
hides in a bush.
Bush boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could Kolvar roll a stealth check, please?
He probably could, yeah.
Yeah, Reiko and Inari would probably roll for stealth too.
Okay.
It's like
Kolvar
can't
has
see you.
something.
Oh, I forgot someone very important.
Me.
Chin.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Shen.
16 plus.
Okay, what would
That's not Shin's
23.
pogs.
So 39 stealth.
Reiko and Inari their stealth is gonna be what, +7? But they don't have it on their list. Because it would just be plus their dex, right?
I thought they had it trained actually.
Climb, handle animal, knowledge, nature, perception, survival, swim.
Okay, my mistake. But then yes, it would just be +7.
Edric's gonna hide in this house.
But they have a +2 because they're on a pitched roof and
Okay, so 18 and 16. Not great.
It's
Edric's-
fine.
Edric's
unless we
gonna
die
hide
'cause
out
of
in
it.
this house. They ambush them for the window, probably with scorching ray. And let me see, where will Tono go? Tono will hide down the well. No. That'd probably be very tiring.
I was thinking of something related to the well, but it wasn't that.
Here, this is a door over here, right, Sals?
You're right.
yes.
Yeah. So I'll probably just have Tono stick to that door and burst out when it's time.
Okay.
Hide in the house.
He can open the door if you desire.
Well, yeah, I'll open it and then I'll close it. Yeah. There we go.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Here, let me roll his.
Follow the samurai.
Okay, so Kolvar got a 39.
Mhm.
Not very
Pretty good
stealthy,
stealth.
Tonu, but unfortunately he's completely covered. So
Yeah, Tonu
Yeah.
doesn't have to worry about being
Yeah.
seen real.
yeah,
Heard
Oh shit! Did I
potentially,
forget
but
to-
all of you know where Tonu is.
Oh
yeah.
shit! Where did Tono go? Damn
But
it! Did I forget
you don't know where Edric went though. He got a
Edric
36.
is also very stealthy.
Yes.
Oh
All
no!
right, so the
Man.
really stealthy boys are the ones that really needed to roll good here and did. So yeah, success on their part. That is a
Not
door,
for
right?
me, though.
So,
For some reason, you were saying that is adorable, and I'm like, okay.
actually, no, I'll leave the door closed per Edric probably doing so.
Yep.
Unless Edric would like to open the door slightly.
There's a window right here, so I'll probably just peek through that, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay. So Akio and Izumo are good where they are.
I can't really think of any tactical advantage of. Wait,
They
I
are
guess
pretty far forward. You don't want to potentially
be
lead
in
them
the-
deeper into the town.
deeper into. Okay, here we go. I think in the center where I can like know
Yeah.
where everybody is. This seems like a leadership nest, and then I can. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll look like an elite squad of like 3 or 4 dudes, and they'll be
Yeah.
like Pasha, and then they'll come get us,
Yeah.
And then I'm
and then
gonna.
everyone else jumps them.
Yeah, and they'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I was the fool. I was the idiot. I was outplayed, and now I'm dead."
We just look like a few brave idiots, you know?
Hell yeah.
Akio, I'll give you a since I'll have the time now. I'll give you a compressed sheet for Izumo before next week. This way you don't
Alright.
have to review his entire sheet.
Okay.
And where would you like Sonata? And where would you like Shin? Because Shin will go where he's directed. He's not
Well, we got
Battlefield
practically we we got someone here. We got someone here. So that covers this area. We got someone here. So I guess Shen can be right here.
Here?
where?
That,
Okay.
I guess in the bushes. He's stealthy, right?
He can be stealthy when he wishes to be.
Hey Shen, you good? You good? Do you want to stealth like the rest?
As you wish.
All right. Good luck. Stay safe.
You too.
You know, if anything happens, just well, I'll be keeping an eye out on you. You don't have to worry.
Okay, I'll roll for Shin's stealth. He rolled a. Yeah, he's pretty stealthy.
Nice.
Oh, wow. You're gone. You still there?
No.
Man, he's a
gone.
master. God,
He actually has just left.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he just left.
man, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's good. All right.
Went to the tavern next town over.
All right. Here we go. Fate of the entire island is on me and my crew. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
Any last words
All right.
before the Ronin, which you can sort of begin to hear, are approaching?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's roll.
Mm-hmm.
Some.
Yeah.
I
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with that,
Hell yeah.
as around the corner you see a troop of somewhat undisciplined looking irregular samurai with varying weapons approaching you, and they sort of pause for a second before you can see a number of them like look at each other smirking before sort of continuing to casually stroll, as far as casually strolling while marching can be, towards you. And you can see behind this initial group, a little bit ways off, a very, very large figure, head and shoulders above the rest of them. walking forward with them. And two great horns appearing from beneath his Kabuto helmet.
Wonderful.
And with that,
And his armor is
Cool.
silver.
And with
Oh my
that,
god.
we start the fight because I'm good to fight right now.
Let's fight. Let's
Okay.
go. I
Throw
think
him down.
as they round just before they round the corner, I think Sonata would have invoked deity
can
for the
I-
last 10 minutes and give himself +6 to Dex, so his AC is better.
that's a good idea, Sonata.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you mind if I just like end this with a little bit of roleplay and Akio pulls out his sword of fire, the ruby sword, and his other sword, and he rubs them together and clacks, and potentially, hopefully, a burst of fire bursts at his sides.
Okay, it does so.
Hell
It's
yeah.
intimidating looking.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Okay. And with that,
I can't believe
Yeah,
Akio's now a dull
work
open
it out.
fighter.
A what?
You're dull wielding now.
Oh yeah. Oh, shut up.
Yeah,
Shut
unfortunately,
the
I can't do that.
No,
Um,
that yeah, he
I mean,
puts it away, but too specifically, shut the fuck up because I know what he's referencing. God.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed tonight's session. I
Yeah,
sure
it's very
did.
intense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am very excited,
I'm excited for
you
next
guys to find out what happened to me underwater.
Yes. Were you attacked by the Shogun Shark Squad? Street sharks.
Well, you'll find out.
Oh my god, it was sharks again.
It was the
Last time
street
you were
shark
pulled
squad.
away, it was a cloud shark. Remember? It was a sky shark. We were all like, "Oh no, Kasumi fell off a bridge and got eaten by some kind of fucked up cloud shark." This time it was just a shark, a normal one. Oh no!
Actually, last time I got yeeted off a bridge was because Suru pulled on a rope
Yeah.
and you.
But then
bumped
our
into me.
theory
Yeah,
was
but-
there was a missed shark.
Yeah. While you were in the other chat, we were like, "Oh man, there's probably like a fucked up monster down there. I bet it's a shark. I bet it's some kind of mist shark. It ate Kasumi. Kasumi's dead now." Like it was a whole thing. Yeah.
I mean, it was a whole thing.
It
Did we
was
Yeah.
Man.
miss anything good from this chat, or
Yeah.
good.
Is a different word.
God. No.
I guess I'll have to watch it on the replay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch the YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Yes. Mhm.
Hit
Okay.
Smash,
yeah. And,
smash, like, and subscribe.
comment, and subscribe. Smash
Subscribe
that
to my 50
and-
Patreons.
and do you have 50 patrons?
No. I wish.
And yeah, yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys.